Hello, in this video I will be solving through the Statue Park by Joseph Howard. This was posted last week on GMPuzzles as the Wednesday puzzle. So to start, we have this group of 4 cells here which are all taken, which means they need one more cell, which means they can't join up with either of these groups. And all of the white cells in here must come out somehow. So this must join down here like that. This black cell needs to join up with this group down here because that's the only thing that can do, which means this group can't join up with this group, and this has to come down like that, and that forms an F pentomino. And the only way for these white cells to come out is by going under like that. So that comes out. And this cell must come down like that, forming the L. And the only way for these two cells to extend is to come out like that, form an N. So now this right here, this cell right here, it is confined to this box, which means it must form a U or a P. It can't take this cell because that would block off this region from coming out, either like that or like that, which means it must form a P pentomino right there. So this has to come out like that. Since the L is taken, this group of 4 can't form an L, and it can't join up there either. So we have to have that. Now, if we look at this cell, it can either well, it can't, if this cell is taken, this cell would have to join up here, like that, which would block off this white cell right here, or it would join down here, which would force this cell to come out and cut off this entire region. So this cell has to come straight down, and this has to come out, and well, this cell right here will block off the right side from the left side regardless of what happens. If it does that, if it does that, if it just joins up top. So this has to come through, and this only leaves this cell with the option of joining up there. So that completes the I piece. And now let's take a look down here. This cell must be connected to this cell, since there isn't enough room for it not to, which means this group cannot be connected to this cell, as that would create as that cell is a bit too far away. So now, if we look at this cell right here, if it's not part of this group would be forced to form some kind of U, which wouldn't work as it would cut off that cell, or a P which is taken, like that, or some kind of Y, like that, which would block off that region, or like that, which would block off this region. So this cell must be part of this group right here, and since this group does not join up with this cell, that must be white, that comes up. So now, if we take a look at the pieces we've placed in, we have an I, we have an F, we have an L, we have a P, we have an N, and we have a Y. So we have of these pieces left, all of them have a 3x3 bounding box, except for the U, which is the only one that can fit down here, and the only way it can fit is like this. And that works, all the white comes out, and that's the U, done. So now, if we take a look up here, this has to come out from the square, And, well, let's see. This cell, it needs to connect, well, it can form a T there, but that would be very bad. Well, let's see. If this did not connect, if this cell did not connect there, so this would have to come out, which would force this out, which would force this down here and into a dead end. So this cell up here must be connected to this one down here like that, which means this space out here must come up through here. And now there's not exactly much space down here. We cannot actually make a T like that. So the only way is for this cell to join up with this group, which forms a W. And that has to come out. We have the W down. And the only shape this can form is a V. There's not enough room for it to form anything else, which means that we just have a T, a Z, and an X left. If we look down here, we cannot have an X here, and the only way to have a T would be like this, which blocks off this entire region. So this one has to be a Z, like that. And of what's left, we don't have anything up here, nothing up here. Yeah, we can't really fit an X or a T into these squares. If we look at this square, this cell, we can't fit an X into here. There's not enough room. So the only thing that can fit here would be a T that goes like this. And that takes up all of that room. And now down here, an X has to go down here in this region. If it's here, that would cut off that cell, so it has to go up here. And that's all the pentominoes in. So I think that's a good place to call it done.